What was that?
D-Boys. No, the concept was you open D-Boys cards and so you just set the this is amazing. You set the D-Boys to reverse and tracks into it. You're using the effects of the page without tribute summon dark cards after the other two D-Boys. Blow up your opponent's board. Summon dark cards. I was like 13 at the time.
Hi guys, welcome to Rufio. It's Joe here again with Rob.
Hello.
We made him sit through 2 videos in a row, so if you do happen to see them just after one another, he has literally been sat here. He's not been allowed to leave.
He's not letting me go.
Not going to let him go. He's just going to
taken
show
my phone
me.
off me and everything.
He's got about 6 hours of deck profiles coming up, so he's in for a long night. He's just going to sit here and showcase every deck he's ever made and not make any mistakes or he'll be whipped.
Yeah.
That's what he's into. Anyway,
No, it's not.
So what have you got for us this time?
This time is a really bad idea that I came up with.
Okay, that's a good start. This will make people want to watch this video, right?
First of all, it's Infernoid, so it was always a bad idea.
Okay, not good start.
But I'd wanted to play Subterrors for ages, and I thought we were going to get Guru in this set. And I was like, we're going to get Guru, we're going to get Guru. And we got Guru, and I was like, I want to put Infernoids in Subterrors and see how it works.
Okay.
It's surprisingly not terrible.
Surprisingly not terrible.
It's surprisingly not terrible.
Okay.
It still has the problem of you're playing Infernoid monsters, so a lot of your deck is bricks, but opening your normal Subterror stuff and then having a Void Feast with 2 negates to back it up, where you can summon a Heavy Storm or a Dark Hole from the graveyard next turn,
Kinda
is
cool.
ridiculous.
Yeah?
It's basically like playing Subterror for control, but replacing the floodgates with an ability to just push for damage.
Okay. It's an interesting choice. Let's have a look at what you've got then. Yeah, let's get stuck into it.
I wanted to keep the Infernoid monster count as low as possible because I wanted to minimise the number of bricks I was playing. So we got 3 Decatron.
Yep.
This card is amazing. It's the reason why Void Feast works and anything Infernoid works. Because it just on summon copies any Infernoid monster's name and effect and level and sends it to the grave. So yeah,
It's a cool card.
Yeah, and it's level 1, which link revo, that sort of stuff, so it's good. Then the only other Infernoids I play is 1 Antra. This is basically to out Colossus, just because you can summon it from hand and it returns a card on the field to the hand. Yeah, because the level 3 and the level 4 destroy monsters and destroy spells or traps, and I thought, because this deck searches a lot, it's best to just out the Colossuses.
Yeah.
Colossi.
Colossi.
And again, you can summon Decatron, send this to the grave, and so effectively you're running 4 copies of it.
Yeah.
So that's good. This is here purely for Void Feast because it's terrible, but it allows you to get 2 Decatrons, which means 2 negates.
Yep.
That's, if I didn't say the name, that's Antra, that's Sajet, and this is Infernoid Cytemus. This card's really good. If you open this, then you summon this and 1 Decatron. But the reason it's good is because if it batters an opponent's monster, at the end of battle phase, you just get to banish a card on the field, no targeting.
Pretty cool.
So it just outs things, which is ridiculous. Then 1 of each of the big boys, which is kind of risky because if you open 1, then it means you can only get 1 negate off your Void
Which
Feast.
ones are those?
That's Deviati and Anunku.
Cool.
Which is such a beautiful OE. This is Heavy Storm on summon, and it can negate monster effects. This is Dark Hole on summon, and can negate spell trap effects.
Cool.
So obviously the whole idea is you set up your normal Subterror board, use Void Feast to summon 2 of these, which get the negates from this, and then these are in the graveyard to be able to summon next turn and just push for insane damage.
Sweet.
That's the theory anyway, but theory is not a good way to build a deck.
Yep.
On to the Subterror part of it.
No thinking, guys.
No thinking.
Purely doing.
Yeah. 3 Fiendess because it's a hand trap, just negates anything.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks is it's like Ash, it doesn't destroy. So
Just ends it.
yeah, so that does sometimes come up and it screws you over. Thank God we got this card in the TCG finally. Oh my god, it took so long. Yeah, this is the only reason Subterrors work, is just being able to constantly search for monsters every turn. Just flip it up with Hidden City. Which one of my favourite cards in the deck is this actually, the Nemesis Archer. Because you can just kick opponent's monsters back to deck. So flip something face down with Guru, kick it back to deck with this. Then when this is destroyed, you get to summon another Guru from deck. And if you're playing the big level 7, which I'm not because I took it out, but I'll probably put it back in to be honest, just to test around with it. Because when it's destroyed by battle card effect, you get to summon any Subterror from your deck, which is really good. Because no one reads cards. Like, it's the biggest takeaway I've had with Yu-Gi-Oh! This last year. Just no one reads what cards do.
This is true. I also don't read what cards do.
I got cucked by Kaleidoscope earlier because I had no idea what Necros did.
Yeah. The easiest way to not be bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! Is read cards. Who'd have thought?
Yeah,
And
I probably do.
Still, most people struggle with it, including myself.
I think I'd genuinely win about 50% more games if I actually read what cards do,
Yeah.
including my own. Like,
Yeah.
I do things all the time, and I'm like, yeah, this is great, and then they're like, that's not what it does, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, we've all been there. Hidden City.
Oi.
This card is so good. And it's got beautiful artwork.
And now its value as well.
And its value is insane. So, of course, we're running the 2 terraformings to go with it.
Because you need to see it.
Because you need to see it. Basically, it just searches Guru on summon. It flips Guru from face down to face up to search for the Fiendess. So it's sort of a +1 into a +1, which gets you in a gate.
Yeah.
So, can't complain about it. Solid. Draw spells. Pot of Extravagance. Pot of Duality.
Mm-hmm.
These are both ridiculous. This doesn't mess with this because it doesn't draw. It adds from deck to hand.
Yep.
So you can still resolve this after using this, which is why you don't use Desires.
We
That
do.
on top of the fact you don't want to banish all your one of Infernoids.
Yeah, that's true.
But this just works really well, and turn 1 you're not special summoning, and if you're going to be on second, you just slide these out anyway.
Extravagance enables so many better like rogue strategies that just struggled for digging.
On a serious note, Extravagance has helped like just all Infernoid decks ridiculously.
Not
That's
just
the,
that,
that's
like,
the thing they
so
struggle
many
with.
decks.
Yeah, it just draw power is the one thing they've always struggled with, and now we have a draw card that works 100% of the time. So that's really good. Then the Infernoid spells. You've got 3 Void Banishment.
Yep.
Discard a card to search for a Void spell or trap.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. But then the reading cards thing comes up again because it's got an effect on field where if an Infernoid wants to battle with the end of damage calculation, you can send this to the grave and then banish both those monsters.
Yep.
Which opponents never read that, so they'll go, oh, I can get around the negates by just attacking over the Decatron. Sure, yeah, you do, but then you lose your normal summon.
And then they get cucked.
And then they get cucked, so that's always good fun. I had to cut this to 2, which is annoying, but you are going first, so it doesn't matter that much. It's 2 Void Imagination. This is Shadow Fusion for Infernoids. So you send 6 Infernoids from your deck to the grave.
And then you win.
And then you win, yeah, basically. I side the 3rd. I haven't got a side deck built today for this because I wasn't playing it. But basically, yeah, you side the 3rd for going second because it's just so good. You can search it off of this as well, so it's really consistent. It's great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Onto the traps, which there's quite a lot of these. I think it's 10.
Okay, so you need to go first then.
Yeah, this is built for going first. That's why there's no hand traps apart from the Fiendess. In the main. Like, my side deck will be filled with hand traps like Gammas, Ashes, that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I just couldn't find room for it in the main. Void Feast is a ridiculous card. Anything that lets you summon 3 monsters from the deck is just insane.
It's good. Summoning any monsters from the deck is
yeah,
good.
and that gets you 2 negates. So just opening Void Vanishment and the Hidden City gets you 3 negates because Vanishment gets you this, Hidden City gets you Guru.
Yeah.
So then if, okay, you have to discard a card for the Vanishment, but say your other 2 cards are sort of like Lost Wind or whatever, then you're getting like, you can get 4, you can even get 5 negates on board.
Pretty cool.
DD
It's
Crow.
just, what?
DD Crow, right?
Oh yeah, and DD Crow, because Subject contributed itself to banish card from opponent's grave.
Okay.
So you got a DD Crow there as well.
Makes sense.
Then the other traps, they're all 2-ofs because Trap Trick can search them.
Yep.
2 Final Battle. This I was running at 3, but it's like really bad early on in the game. It's insane once you've got like the advantage train rolling because you can just keep getting more cards by flipping things up and down.
Mm-hmm.
But the most important thing this does is it can double your attack and defense and make Guru a 3400 stick, which is just ridiculous. Like the amount of times I go like attack with Guru, flip Final Battle for game, and they're just like, what? I've got 3,000 life points. It's like, yeah, just double my attack, that's why. And it catches people out and it's amazing.
Pretty
the
cool.
amount of damage you can do is insane. 2 Lost Winds.
Yeah.
I chose to play this over Impermanence. Like, I'm siding the Impermanence. I would be if I had it built. The reason I chose this is because it can just recur itself.
Yeah.
So you're going first, so you're going to be setting it anyway, and this you can just get it back every turn. Or you can get it back a second
Constantly
time.
got some way to just annoy
So,
them.
yeah, it's good. And it halves their attack as well, and that comes up.
Yeah.
Because it stops them from running over Guru. Because he's got an 1800 booty.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you need to keep your Guru on board. Getting like Kaiju is just the worst thing in the world from this deck. Or Sphere Moded, because you can side Sphere Mode against this because of the Void Feast.
Yeah.
That hurts. This was also sort of stopping the running over Decatron idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 2 Stormings. I'm sorry about the rarities. It's awful. Like, it hurts my soul to see this one alongside this. But yeah, this is just kind of falling into the I'm a bad Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I don't want to lose my monsters.
Yeah, you know what? If it works, it works. Like,
yeah, it
genuinely.
Work.
And this is like, yeah, it just works. It's better than standard Mirror Force, I think, as well. Like for the modern game.
Yeah, and the most hilarious thing is the 40th card is a trap trick.
Yeah.
So like, if your opponent just summons some bodies and then goes battle phase, you can just go, okay. Trap trick, set the storm in Mirror Force. What are you going to do now? And they either have to play into the Mirror Force or they have to play through your negates. It's just quite funny watching their faces as they get really depressed. It's like, oh.
Hey, if it works, it works. Got to do some dirty tactics.
Yeah, and the reason for the one trap trick is like, I didn't want to play 3 because you're often going to have multiple traps, and also because these are all 2-ofs, effectively, the trap trick just means you're running 3 copies of any of these cards.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then that way you're not opening like multiples of the same and stuff.
Exactly,
like that. Yeah, that works.
It's all a work in progress. Like this entire list, it's not finalised. I need to do more testing with it.
How has your testing been with it?
It's been really good. I've played it at 2 locals so far, and I've went 3-1 both times with it. So it's gone really well. But it does still brick a little bit too often. There are really awkward, funny hands you have to get around. So.
I think that's the nature of like the Infernoid stuff is kind of bricky though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it is really bricky.
Yeah.
I also need to mess around with Lair Infernoid again because now that we've got Eradicator, that just looks ridiculous.
Strong. And you guys will have seen I've already uploaded a profile of one of my boys who took his Leonid deck to regionals and did pretty good, to be fair, before he dropped out. So yeah, you can check that out as well.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, let's see it.
Yeah, the extra deck. Pot of Extravagance means we have to now play 3 Tiaras.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining because they look beautiful in Army.
They do look really nice, to be fair.
And then 3 Intis. Like, these are the only cards that actually matter in the extra deck. Nothing else matters whatsoever.
So you can banish the rest now in case.
Yes, because you can send these off of this and pop cards on the field. Often you pop this itself so that you can summon, like, a negate from the graveyard in case it comes up, like, during the battle phase. But they're just good because they blow out your opponent. You're filling your grave up with Infernoids. You can't ask for much more. So that's the 6 important cards. Now onto the 9 less important. Boral Sword, because we can. Like, it never comes up. But
summon 4 monsters and win the game.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can just Ghost Reaper it and save yourself from being Boral Sworded if you think your opponent's going to do that to you.
Yeah.
Unicorn and Phoenix. Okay, yeah, these occasionally come up because they're just generically good cards.
Good utility.
Yeah. Doolittle Chimera. This is used for an OTK with Void Imagination.
Yeah.
Where just Imagination plus either Decatron or Ash Blossom if you sided it in, or if you're playing it at all, you make this and then you can summon 2 Infernos from the grave and it comes to about 8,500 damage.
Cool.
So that's good. Then the only other links, Underclock Taker, because again it's just a good generic link, and Link Rebo.
Yep.
Which this comes up because of Impermanence and Veiler and Ash on the Decatron. Which it sucks when it happens, but then just Link Rebo to stall for time.
Yeah, to be fair, if you've got to grind out as well, like you've got to do what you've got to do.
Yeah. And then the last 3 cards of my extra deck are just really bad Cherries targets.
Yeah.
Because I don't have many good ones. So like we got Sunlight Wolf because Salaman Grey is just running around with everyone at the moment.
And you hit that card like turn 1, you're good.
Yeah. We have too many Pendulum players at Bedford, so I was like, I'm just gonna.
This is a local medical,
I absolutely hate pendulums. Like, I'm probably gonna lose Joe about 20 subscribers here, but I hate pendulums.
I love them.
Yeah, but that's because you have no friends. And then Pibbs plays ABC.
Just purely made this. Just to spite the local guys. This guy over here, like, I hate that one guy locals who plays this one deck that I don't get on with, so I'm going to put Cherries targets in.
This is the type of the guy that mainly Mega Fleet because of one side Dragon player.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I've got the space. I'll put Mega Fleet in, but I'll Reaper your Mega Fleet so you can't get rid of my Sunlight. That's the big brains one.
Big brain. Okay, fair enough. And you said you haven't got a side for this.
There's no side for this, no, because I built my side for Salaman Great, which we've also done a profile for.
We have indeed. So I don't know what order I'm going to put them up in. This one will probably go up afterwards.
Yeah.
So if you haven't, go and check that one out. I'm sure it'll be up by the time you see this video. They're normally a bit delayed because I've got a million uploads waiting to go up, and I'm an in-demand guy doing all these profiles and that kind of stuff. Right. Anyway, so before we go, any shout-outs?
Oh yeah, shout-outs to Mark at Manascrew.
Yes, indeed. Our boy.
Yeah, our boy, giving us the space to play and space to record.
There'll be links down for him in the description, and you can go check him out there.
And then just shout out to the Bedford lot from Close Encounters.
Bedford boys.
Being my local place to play every week.
One of whom, again, sat in the corner, much like the other video, guarding the door to stop people coming. Smelly nugget boys, like in one of my other videos, come charging in and ruin the video.
Yeah,
so
we don't like people.
We don't like people. We don't like smelly nugget boys. Well, thank you very much for taking the time again to show me another profile. Don't forget, we've got about another 6 hours worth of videos to do on the very spot, so don't go anywhere. You're going to stay there.
Send help, guys, please.
Don't send help. It'll be too late.
It's 2 weeks later when you're watching it, and I'm still here.
You'll find him in the woods, guys. Don't worry.
When I'm finished.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I'm afraid that's all we have time for in this video. If by chance you haven't had enough of listening to me waffle at you through a video about a children's card game, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are on the screen, or if you're feeling really lazy, you can click the links in the description. While you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content too. It'll make me smile, I promise. And who can ask for more than that? Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.